Alright, that's good, guys. So today I have my rail. It's 99 inches off of Amazon, and I'm teaching you guys how to board slide. And yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so first step is make sure you have like a good deck that's wide enough that you can slide on. And also, just so you know, it's gonna be kind of loud because my brake is loose and like moves around a lot. And yeah. Alright, so second step is getting the feel for the thing. So you also have to be able to bunny hop. So practice your bunny hops really quick. And then what all my friends do to learn is they go to the side of the rail and then they just like see if they can get high enough like onto the rail, and then they try it. And the next step is probably the 90-degree angle. So try and work on your 180s to get comfortable turning and rotating in the air and being able to do the 90 onto the rail. Next step is getting the feel for the rail. So one important thing is that you have good wax on the rail. This rail is really sticky and hard to grind on, which would make it harder because if your deck's sticky or your rail's sticky, it's harder to slide. So you want to make sure your rail is nice and waxed up. You can just buy wax off Amazon, like this or something. Just anything works, and then you just go like this on the rail. Not too much though, because too much can make you slide out. And then once you put enough on, you're good. And yeah. Alright, next step is you want to be able to know how to slide the rail. So you're gonna try and jump on. Practice all the steps before. Try and jump on. Put your feet on both of the back side all the way, and your foot on like right there at the end of the grip tape. And then it'll be easy to balance because your weight's distributed. And yeah. And next step is you want to get like a lot of speed, because if you don't get enough speed, you're just going to slip out, or you're not going to make it to the end of the rail. But also, you don't want to get too much speed, because if you get too much speed, then you're just going to be going way too fast for your control, and it's not going to work. Alright, next step is if you want to like actually learn how to grind it better, then you're going to try and not do like the first part and try and do the whole entire thing. You're going to want to like go from like maybe 1/5 of the rail, and then just try and practice all the steps at the very end of the rail. And then once you get that down, then you can try farther and farther until you get comfortable with the whole entire rail. Okay, next step is balancing. I already talked about this a little bit, but you're gonna put your foot on the opposite ends of the deck, one on the like where the grip tape ends, and then one where like the brake actually like starts. And then you're gonna put your deck in the middle, because if it's like this, you're just gonna fall that way. But if it's like this, you're gonna go onto the rail, and your forks and your like connecting piece is gonna grind, and you're gonna fall, because that's gonna happen. And yeah, or you're gonna fall off. Okay, next step is where you want to put your hands. So first hand is just gonna go to the middle of the grip. Second hand, same thing. And then you're just gonna practice all the steps and jump up 90 degree, put your feet how you're supposed to go, and then yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna actually practice the rail after we know all the steps. Okay, so that's gonna happen a few times. You're gonna go on and then just ride for a second, and then you're gonna slip off. That's fine. That's how you kind of learn how to get the feel for the rail. And then once you feel it and have everything right, then you should be able to try it. So now after we practice that like at least like 10 times and we get it like down, we're gonna try the half of the rail. So let's try the half of the rail. Okay, so I slid about half of the rail, and about right here, I jumped off and didn't commit, which is not what you want to do. But that's probably what's gonna happen while you're practicing. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the landing of the rail. So while you're going, say you're going, and you slip off. You can put your feet like this if you slip off, and then your deck in front of you. But if you actually do the whole entire rail and land it good, right? Then you're gonna wanna either jump off right before and do another 90-degree turn so you can go straight, or you're gonna wanna just let it drop and then you can 90-degree off of it. And yeah. All right, so now that you've got all of that learned, we're just gonna try the whole entire rail. And it might be hard for me because I have like no room. So let me move the rail right quick. Okay, I moved my rail on my chair right now. My brake is so annoying. Okay, I haven't actually done this a lot. Oh, it's too close. I don't know if I have enough speed. Whatever. All right, I have to start back from here because I don't have enough speed. All right, wait, I gotta redo that. Okay, so now we're gonna try the whole entire rail, and yeah. Okay, I almost hit the wall, but I did it, and you saw everything. It's good. I didn't really go from the full rail. You don't have to. But yeah, and you saw my feet. We're kind of in the middle. That's what I do. But it's better to do like this. And yeah, and I landed it perfectly, I think. And yeah, see you guys. Thank you for watching. Also, let me know in the comments if I missed any steps.